This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Tuesday, August 31. In Squiz Kids Today, historic day in Afghanistan. Mississippi River flows backwards. Our Paralympic heroes and Nandy, the 11-year-old rock star. That's what's making news, kids style.
The lowdown.
It's a big day in Afghanistan today as a 20-year military campaign by the United States officially draws to a close. Today, we'll see the last US soldiers retreat from the troubled country as the Taliban take control. The last couple of weeks, there have been scenes of chaos at the international airport in Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, as countries, including Australia, evacuate thousands of their own citizens as well as Afghan nationals. For our part, Australia has evacuated some 4,100 people from the country, including a large number of Afghan refugees. A refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their home country to escape war or natural disaster. Among those who have made the trip to Australia is the Afghan women's national soccer team. The story of how they got out of the country is a remarkable story involving a motivated group of concerned Aussies, helped along by an impressive cast of British, Canadian, French and American soldiers at Kabul airport. Their evacuation follows a similar tale of hope when the all-girl Afghan robotics team, a bunch of clever girls whose achievements in the field of robotics in the past few years have won international attention, were smuggled out of the country to safety in the Arab country of Doha. So why is it making news headlines to see young girls and women escaping Afghanistan? Because the Taliban, who have taken control of the country, are known for imposing laws that discriminate against women and girls, including not allowing girls to get an education or go to school, and allowing girls to be married at a very young age.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Louisiana, in the United States, where one of the longest rivers in the world, the Mississippi River, has started flowing backwards because of Hurricane Ida. The hurricane is so powerful that the river has started to flow in the opposite direction, which is to say, water that would normally flow out to sea has been pushed back inland by the hurricane. Residents of Louisiana have been fleeing their homes, driving or flying interstate to get away from Hurricane Ida, the biggest storm to hit the state for 186 years. Wind gusts of over 200 kilometres per hour have taken down power lines, blown roofs from buildings, and caused power outages across the whole city of New Orleans. There's a link in today's episode notes to video of the storm, showing just how powerful it has been.
Sport time.
And what a night it was last night for Australia at the Paralympics. First, it was a double gold medal winning effort from our women's table tennis players, Lei Li Na and Yang Chan, who both triumphed in their respective divisions. Then, our men's 4x100 metre relay team carved up the pool to win gold over Italy and the Ukraine, and break a world record in the process. Go you good things. Their effort followed the bronze medal win by swimmer Tim Hodge, who came third in the final of the men's 100 metres backstroke. Tim lost the lower part of his right leg when he was only 4 years old, and, as a little boy, he told his mother he didn't think he would ever be good at anything. Now he has a Paralympic bronze medal. What a legend. And it was a silver medal in the men's javelin for Aussie athlete Michal Burian, throwing a world record distance of 66.29 metres. We could not be more proud of you all.
Pop Culture Corner.
Those of you who've been listening to Squiz Kids today for a while will remember that last year we brought you the story of Nandi Bushell, a 10-year-old drummer who, during COVID lockdown, challenged Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters to an online drum battle. Dave accepted the challenge, and according to him, he lost. Badly. More than once. To a 10-year-old. Well, on the weekend, the Foo Fighters had a concert in Los Angeles, and at the very end, Dave told the story of him and Nandi, saying that she had inspired him so much last year. Then, Nandi came out onto the stage, grinning, wearing pigtails and twirling her drumsticks. As the crowd chanted her name, she sat down at a drum set, and Foo Fighters launched into their final song for the night with Nandi on the drums. And she smashed it. I've put a link in your episode notes to the performance. And get ready to rock. If you're listening at home in lockdown, get up and dance it out. You're welcome.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What's the name of the river in the United States that has started flowing backwards? That's right, it's the Mississippi River. Question number 2. Name the band that 11-year-old drummer Nandi Bushell rocked out with this weekend. Yeah, it's the Foo Fighters. Question number 3. What swim stroke did Aussie Paralympian Tim Hodge win his bronze medal in last night? That's right, it was backstroke.
Shout-outs.
It's August 31, World Distance Learning Day, in which we're all encouraged to embrace the joys of learning outside the traditional classroom setting. How ironic. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Chloe, Johnny and Ashton from Narrowena, Cooper from Gosford East, Carlum from Ashmont, Olivia from South Morang, Alvin from Oatley, Lorelei from Albion Park, Chelsea from Narandra, Jaden from West Wollongong, Teresa from Springwood, and Amaya and Ashton from Kempsey. Plus, because our friends in Victoria, Canberra and New South Wales are in lockdown, we're sending out home learning herograms. Callum would like to send one to his brother Brody in 2W at Mount Terry Public School in Albion Park. Layla sends a herogram to her teacher Mrs. Lynch in Class 4-5L at Balgownie Public School and says thank you for keeping the class positive during lockdown. Another shout out to Miss Campbell, who teaches Class 6C at Murrumbara Public School, for making home learning lots of fun. Also to Miss Arbutnot in Class 3-4A at St Anne's Primary School in Ringwood. Clarissa sends a herogram to her teacher Mr. Wells in Class 5-6A at Maryland Public School and says thanks for your support with home learning. And lastly, a herogram to all the teachers and students in Stage 2 at Lily Pilly Primary School from Sophie and her family. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out or you'd like to send a home learning herogram, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out. Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.